his video wasn't the best when it came to proving his innocence. So he then released a podcast episode yesterday going over it deeper. However, it's not deep at all. This shit is shallower than a micro penis. It doesn't go anywhere. It's still the very surface level shit where he doesn't actually talk about any of the evidence-backed claims that CoffeeZilla makes against him, his team, and his project. It's an hour and 20 minutes of them trying to play the victim here, and it's so shameless at one point that he even begins reading a letter that he supposedly received from a fan that made him tear up, talking about how great of a person Logan is and how he has such a kind heart, and then Logan tears up on the podcast again. Now, he does reinforce that he will be suing CoffeeZilla for defamation for his investigative series on CryptoZoo. A defamation case is extremely hard to win in even the best of circumstances, but you have a shady crypto company that a ton of people lost a ton of money on, and you're suing a guy who investigated it for a year and provided nothing but an unbiased, objective look at the facts. No matter how you want to spin it, it is objective as it gets. It's an unwinnable case for defamation, and I have to imagine Logan Paul knows that and just wants to bully CoffeeZilla legally and cost him a lot of money to hurt him, which is fucked up. That is malicious and supervillain-like Logan. Logan Paul is so delusional that he actually is using the defense of him hiring criminals makes him innocent. So in his response video, he's like, "You talked to my developer that stole the code for $1 million. Did you know that that developer is actually a convicted criminal?" And then showcases his criminal history, as if that makes Logan Paul look better or innocent.
His name's Steven. The first time he reached out to me was on Christmas Eve after he released his series.
He reached out to you directly on Instagram, which was your only means of communication, by the way, since you blocked him, over a year ago. When that was a dead end, he reached out to your manager multiple times asking to talk directly to you. Jeff left him on red. But this, fucking yikes, and fabricated, dangerously misleading falsehoods. What, talking to your team of criminals, like, directly?
How much money did you make off the sale of the coin?
Oh, no. Oh, this is so much worse than I would have expected. Just because Logan didn't make the money doesn't mean it wasn't a scam. You know who did make money and 7.7 million's worth? Two of the other criminals he hired to run it with him, Mike. Talk about the leaked group texts about how this was supposed to just emulate another lucrative project to exploit your fans for money as quickly as possible off as minimal effort as possible. And then talk about all of the meeting memos about market manipulation and what's an acceptable amount to sell on any given day for the percentage increase, or for the percentage effect on the overall tokenomics. You love your fans so much, give them their money back. He could absolutely afford just to give that back. What I wanted is for him to actually tackle the evidence. I would really like to hear from his side, if there is one. Right now, I'm starting to genuinely doubt he has any legs to stand on there on this situation.